Right then, we're back to Limbus Company and Arknight Rebellion de Lamas. Welcome, Compassion. Will we seek Doctor? No. Record mode. Yes, sir.
뒷박질 시간.
Should be easy enough.
대부분 분야에서 저는 최고의 성능을 내는 AI지만 응원은 조금 더 준비 시간이 필요합니다. 공감의 영역은 잘 쓰지 않았던 기능이라 일단 먼지를 털어내야 하거든요.
Travel with airport read.
나중에 이야기할까? 지금은 기분이 좀 그렇네. 흑수미 뒷박질 주문.
이 앞에 숨쉬는 자 누구 하나 살려보내지 마라.
틈을 끊어. 적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
확실히 훌륭하군. 5번 수감자. 한 번에 위로 점하실 분 많다.
이 정도 탕류에
이번
얻어이나.
흐름도 무난히 승리하실 수 있을 겁니다, 아가씨. 단순해서 좋군. 9번 수감자. 물론 좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면 달고 짭짤한 걸 준비해두지.
날카롭고 정확하게. 자! 숨통 끊기.
수감자가 제일 훌륭하긴 하군.
말로 받아자.
이제
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다.
말투만
참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말 따위 적당하지 않아요.
오야. 그렇게 시원하게 쳐.
And
보는 맛이
I love free
튀울
fucking
수도
attack.
없겠죠.
At the same time.
없는 편이 더
엄청나게 강한 일격을! 차라리 아무것도 남지 마라.
이것밖에 못해. 창의적인 발상.
모든 것을 견뎠어.
그래도 가급적 전투 중에 떠올리진 않았으면 좋겠는데.
Answer me by issue.
사격해서
Come on. I really don't know how fully it works yet, but I can't get a single line breaker.
깔끔한 헤드샷. 머리통이
넌 푸름을 튀울 수도 없겠구나. 토끼를 보내라. 저 해충들을 도려내라.
틈을 끊어. 바로
묘여, 길을 열어라.
방금의 움직임 두말할 것 없이 100점 만점입니다,
모든 것을
아가씨.
견뎠어.
이런 것쯤이야. 눈 감고도 해.
일기당천. 마음이 열어젖히고
개체에게 일격을 가하는데 성공했습니다. 샴페인을 가져오기엔
I
너무
did
이른
not think
타이밍이긴 하겠지만 이 전투가 성공적으로 끝나면 모두의 희생을 기리며
아,
축배를 드는 것도
제인을
나쁘지
올라가지
않겠죠.
마시오. 전장에 전념하시오.
불가 위야 이제 깨우치시길 이제 깨우치시길 거쪽
완벽한 승리
shit, I
축하드립니다,
didn't notice
아가씨.
that.
이 정도의
Water
성과라면 4대 가문의 자제들도
Oh, now
인정할
the
수밖에
fucking
없을
machine
겁니다.
좋은 수업 덕분이지. 배운 게
Shut up, Wayne.
많았어.
Shut up, Wayne Station. Roaming entities have all returned to sea. Is everyone okay? It was like a last skirmish. Eaters that had surrounded the ship returned to the sea even before battle came to an end. And their retreat felt too orderly and deliberate to be just running away. It's almost like they're making a tactical retreat. We're doing preaching. But what about the ship? Foul? Is the ship false? Is the ship okay? Doing peachy? Minor damage to the hull, but nothing that will impede the ship operational capabilities. So I noticed during the battle, I might be wrong of course, but I think I noticed how around the end of the battle, those monsters were starting to go to the after the manager. Probably right. And too, at some point during our battle, those monsters realized that the manager is commanding the rest of us. I sensed that very thing. The movement were fluid and depth, as though they were learning our behavior. What is incredibly deep Porsche these monsters like them? That ain't much of a question either. They have gone all mental. I'm sure they have many reasons, but Seaborns are beings of infinite potential. So much so that there's no superlative enough. They're not superlative enough to properly convey the scale. The organism, they can endlessly evolve and adapt. Every time they encounter a new environment or new element, they transform themselves into another seaborn. Maybe that's their draw. That fascination may be a huge, most befitting a researcher. Yet the transformation of fascination into idolatry is, to be frank, not entirely possible. I find them pretty uncomfortable. They just remind me of whales. Then they can adapt to learn a language and communicate with us. What? Going by everything we heard, I think they sound really smart. Smith's eyes went round at Pongi's suggestion. She brought her hands to her mouth, surprised. It was something. I heard that there was a seaborn who could talk. If non-humans speak the language of humans, regardless of its testament to their language, their intelligence, I can think of two possibilities as why they would. One is to communicate with humans, the other is to deceive humans. More often it's not, it's the latter. What about distortions? Something Upton already knows, so to speak. Distortions are phenomena of which humans transform into monstrous form, first observed after the White Knight and Dark Day incident. Therefore, the example is irrelevant to all the supposition. White Knight and Dark Day. She was very quietly, but we standing close to us, we got a hint of joy in her voice. The pale of light in the city, did it really? How have you come to across this knowledge, Miss Myers? Oh, that. Hey, obvious we got the culprit right here. The storyteller laughs a massive cabin about no end. Yeah, she's been talking non-stop all morning about all kinds of stories. But she, oh, I have not yet gotten that. You again. You didn't, you didn't get so lost in your own story, but you babbled about your own company's secrets, have you? Nay, Faye, I would not, simply not. Stoneketter was subject to another round of scolding. Amyas stared toward the sea, wary of the sea terrors. Might start to crawl to the surface once again before turning towards us. I wonder what you do. I wonder what you do the seaports are. The sense of self is really faint, so I don't think they'll be in either category. Actually, what if they're from Limbus company? I think it's possible that they're learning human language out of instinct. That power of speech might help them survive. It appears that you, Miss Mayers, are quite expert on the subject of seaports. Your knowledge of them goes by beyond what one survival may yield, thereby suggesting a different mean of acquisition. Do you by chance worship the seaborn? I don't worship seaborns. Seaborns don't have any hopes or wishes, just desire to survive. Yes, Mary, so that means if seaborns were somehow able to hope. Maybe so. Is that so? Repairs are complete. Right. If we were conversing, Fowls descended into the ship and neatly organized a set of tools borrowed from the village, prepared simply. Or whatever the fuck. I'm guessing repairs are done? Yes, the ship's already set to sail. Do you have a departure time, a date in mind? I would prefer if you would depart as soon as possible. I don't have a set of time or anything, but I think I think we should be able to set sail at this time of late afternoon at the earliest. Not soon. If you've seen, we don't really have a lot of things with us. By the way, how far out at sea do you guys need to go? We need to find this dimensional door of sorts. Pretty dimensional door light from the beach light was faint, but given how the light is strong enough to break enough through the sea fog, we should be determined the location is somewhere around coastal water. We can go back tonight. Further orders business to relay this news to the villagers. Yeah, back to the village for now.
또 한 줄 길을 남겼군.
Keep sitting there, get fucking over.
빗물진 길일 뿐이지만 세월이
Shut
지나면
up. There's something going on. Yeah, I heard it too. Hear people shouting no. Return to the village complete. We were welcomed by rather hostile standoff. A quick count told me there are approximately 20 people assembled as the village square. Considering this population was pretty much the whole village. Who's over there? Inquisitors. Think we've been found. Huh. Inquisitors dressed in well-kept uniform. It's about the same height as Don Quixote. The sword and lamp hanging from their waist sets a stark contrast of their more ransacked village. She almost looked like a fixer of the city. So let's go over the village. You really think that you could forever stay out of the Inquisition gaze? Citizen, that's a naive dream. Fabis disappeared from the Inquisition mid-interrogation under charges of suspicion of membership with the Church of the Deep. Last known location, Salt Flat. The other Inquisition has been informed me that you've been identified next to the pirates in his fridges. From a criminal to an outlaw, what a dramatic evolution of your career. But, and it ends now. Every citizen here, including you, will be accompanying me to the Inquisition. They have never broken a single law. No, they are outlaws of any kind. They are not like me. Disregarded the Inquisition authority, evaded the gaze of Liberia, and found this sordid close into lurking. Tell me, I'm not supposed to find him that suspicious. What are you talking about? You can't just start arresting people left and right without any suspicion like that. You shouldn't. Shut up, Sinclair. We only wish to live a quiet life, man. That's so, then you might find yourself returning to the village one day as soon as you're telling the truth. Don't tell the truth. What? Raving 28 unbreakable and then attack weight. It's not an option for you. Mayor, is Chief really a pirate? Well, yeah, but as far as I know, he's been out the game for a while. And even if we ran out with the pirates, all he did was share Fin Beast to the village. To carry 8 urns between them. Even if we tell the truth, Mayor, I doubt the Inquisition will be lenient. Well, what now? I have one question to ask. That Inquisition, is she following the proper legal procedures? I don't know much about the laws of Liberia but Dr. Halstead told us the word of Inquisition is pretty much the law here. It's like she's following the proper legal procedures. The procedures are precisely what the villagers have fled from after all. Then it's decided. I see Otis quietly dragged me to the side and whispered outside earshot. The seniors who were right next to me seems to have picked it up though. Sensitive manager, we best immediately leave the ship. Take command of it and sail our own. It's unwise to involve ourselves in this conflict. What? Are you seriously? Suggesting that we just let him arrest the villagers? Didn't you hear what the Inquisition said? It seems like they're quite cut and dry for me. If we just this is just standard procedure with no local laws broken, we are in no place to involve ourselves. Our always hope is to take the ship before they impound us to. We can't do that, even if it's standard procedures, even if they're working with the law. It's not. You stayed up to hear May's story, didn't you? Just me normal reading it. I don't really mind. Don't really mind. The N-Corp Inquisition were working with the laws too. When they came for the village, that was standard procedures too. It's anyone stepped in there. I know what you want to, but still, rather not take a risk in an unfamiliar environment like this. I'll try my best to figure out how to sail that ship. If I cannot, and I have faith that it will quickly learn its control. I know I'm just unclear on this one. I can't say you're wrong, but I don't know. Neither you nor I know anything about the ocean currents here of this. We can get the ship going, but I can't guarantee that we'll reach the dimensional door without any trouble. Anyways, elf. I still those screw elves. Do you know anything about the sea currents in this region? I don't think Sinclair's gonna survive. He didn't get like actual proper training. It was only Season. Not smart, but I know the coastal sea somewhat. And you can't fight the Inquisition directly here in Liberia. Fleeing from the ship might be a better option. What should we do, Dante? Yeah, I guess kind of awkward for us to just take the ship and go, huh? How about we try to talk to the Inquisition then? I think we should at least try to hear them out first. Them being the Inquisitor and the sheep boat. If the discussion goes well, we might have be able to get the Inquisition support. Like Mr. Hongdu said, we should hear them out first. Try to convince them. I agree with them both first, but at least let's see what the Inquisition has to say. What? What do you mean by that? Rabbit says, why Jesus? Are you certain that translation was accurate, Sinclair? There's no way, bro, she would choose anything other than the violence, right? It is, because the other opinions are pointless. Inquisitor is seen as... Like, also, can you not give me any spoilers? I like, just the tease. It makes, yeah, it's, I like, the tease is fine, but yeah. Well, welcome. It's gonna just be in my games sometime. With Inquisitor is seen as already under suspicion. She will doubtlessly try to stop us if we flee now. So stop first, lower guard, and attack. Be sure that's not what Amia meant. Well, if she already into us, then we shouldn't give her any excuse to attack us by running away. I was wondering when you two were lurking. Lock-shaped head. Oh, are you racist? Are you from Colombian region? They're wearing cloth. They're wearing cloth red due to reasons, but this nothing to do with the Colombian Union. What's Colombian Union? Fuck. TikTok. What's it? TikTok. What? Which language are they speaking? Regardless, whenever you're from Colombia or not, you're clearly not from Liberia. Let alone this village. You're not wrong, but I think there's been a bit of misunderstanding. I'm quite certain you don't know enough about these villages or stand between them and an Inquisitor. How long have you been staying here? No, 2 days. Buddy, don't just tell her that. 2 days? That's enough of this chinery. Fucking get out of my way, outsider. The temp has appeared to be made quite the unstable ground. Please let us your ears for a minute, Inquisitor. I am Almia, leader of Rodius Islands. Yes, I'm aware of Liberia close border situation. Felt hope swelling within me as I may begin with confidence, unlike Sinclair, alas, it was short-lived. Thanks to the Inquisitor's quick resort, I couldn't help but place my palm against the forehead at the exchange that followed. Oh, so not only do we dealing with outsiders of dubious regions, we have illegal entry as well. Well, that's we have to because of issue demanded urgency, and we've been recently across the. You've been recently across the board, didn't you? Didn't know how urgent that issue could be, but I doubt it's anything more significant than the situation at hand for Liberia and its Inquisition. The High Inquisitor is handling the Rhodes Island issue. Stay put and await the consequences while he and that chatty med doc of yours talk it out. Do you know that your treatment may depend on her negotiation skills? As for the village chief, I understand that you might have the right to arrest him. And he is a fugitive who has fled the middle of an interrogation and has been sailing with the pirates. However, it's an inhuman treatment to arrest the villagers as well. Inhumane. This decision is well within the rights bestowed upon the Inquisition. I've lived for years right next to that highly suspicious acre, and Inquisition may investigate the rest of them to verify whether they are committed to any acts of treason against our laws. He is going anywhere with it. Listen, they've been surviving for years upon years with the coast without protection of the Inquisition, and simply cannot make sense. Oi, I think I've heard enough from you. Ain't funny how you're blaming them for what they eventually a failure for your responsibilities. And now you're rolling up here going only to go, oh, they shouldn't be alive when arresting them. What you saying? These people should be dead something. Think like potential, man. Yeah, but there's no other way to cut it. Maybe just what if I just kind of like I bet there was someone who could fucking solo her. I don't know if she's gonna be an enemy, but who just can solo her with just Sinclair. Base ID Sinclair. I am, but there's no other way to cut it. People simply shouldn't have been able to survive in a place like this, not for long. Oh, she's an ally. Oh. Ah, she's useless then. Inquisitor reply only seemed to have fanned Heathcliff's wrath, and he lifted his bat and began striding forward. What if the Sinclair just calls for backup? It's gonna be back in Encore. Oh, just calls the blue boy, aka Damien. La CPU ever so much. That's it. If you ever so much as touch of the tip of a single villager's hair. Come here, Heathcliff. Tom Lu stepped in between them. Get your bloody hands off me, I've carved enough work. Continuing to threaten her will cause something irrevocably bad to happen. I believe you know that yourself, Heathcliff. What do you suggest then? We're clearly not making a progress by talking this out. Excuse me, Miss Inquisitor. What do you mean that people shouldn't be able to thrive in a place like this? No, the dimension hopping hobo would kill them all. I mean it literally. Even with some miracle, they would actually survive. They should at least be suffering from endless hunger, struggling to their wits' end, and inevitably to the calamity. But they look too healthy. The heck? Then she shouldn't be applauding them by managing to survive through so much hardship. I'm an Inquisitor. I'm not some crazy person of high power who goes around coasting and arresting citizens of Liberia straight up their gallows, okay? I have more than enough probable cause for them to take in for integration. It's just that we don't have time or energy to explain every single one of them to you outsiders. I promise them a fair judgment, whichever it may not be, after a proper investigation. To stop with the obstruction of justice. The Inquisitor brandished her rapier threateningly, her voice shaking with frustration. Okay, without the full picture of the circumstances, false advises against further antagonization of a local policy authority. I agreed fast. I get that feeling that she isn't the kind of heartless inquisitor that goes around indiscriminately executing innocent like Miss Mayers told us about earlier. I don't think she's anything like the Inquisitor of Encore we saw back in the Claw. She ain't there. If anything, she just act, in a way, she just act like a fucking nicer, a nicer Senna. A nicer Senna. They were right. We didn't have the full picture of the circumstances. Yet, getting away of an inquisitor was clearly a rather significant political entity in an area where more likely a bad idea. Here, just rip up Senna. Is it the Inquisitor's job to answer you questions? Yes. No, that was not me, that was you. You got that notification, not me. I didn't hear anything. Continue to obstruct me then. A standoff was showing with no signs of ending. Smears? I can only answer your questions, so for now, let's do what the Inquisitor says. Mayors, who has been hiding behind us ever since the returned to village, returned to the village, suddenly stepped forward. Yet, what thy grandfather in the village? It's alright. I'm sure this is happening only because the Inquisitor doesn't know. What do you mean you'll answer the question? About the profound silence? Huh? You mean the black silence? You mean the black silence? Mary's response to Otis, that was the only single concept. I didn't quite grasp its significance, but it seems to surprise the Inquisitor. That's what they call the calamity that destroyed Libria. No. Roland just teleports into just Arknights and just becomes the Black Silence here. Yes, he was just called the fucking he is called the profound silence, not the black silence. That's what they call the calamity that destroyed Libria. So it was Roland. Just Roland appears. That's the he just fucking managed to cut the sea apart. Up. Spinning clock. My clock is
내
throbbing.
명을 들은 시비수
I mean, GG's for me.
결집이다.
Don't worry, my clock is throbbing. Decades ago, a great wave ravaged through Libya. It wasn't long before sea weren't scared to the waves diminishing Libya. Wait, you saw? Oh, wait, you saw it, didn't you? My IDs. It wasn't long before the sea weren't carried by the wave, diminishing Libya. Brilliant civilians to this. The waves of profound silence doesn't reduce the village to its current state as well. Is there any reason it's called the profound silence? Didn't seem like the most appropriate moniker for a calamity like this. It's because the sea went dead silent before the waves came. The silent then claimed the ship out of sea, then the city of Libya, then the librarians. Wait, librarians? No one could say a word in the face of ineffable calamity. Wait, just what are you? What? We are both fucking Project Moon. Yeah, Project Moon mindset. Project Moon fucking brain rot. No average librarian citizens could be privy of any of the information you're sharing. The Church of the Deep is really capitalizing on the phenomenon of that followed the profound silence. They pretend to be eager of the sea, delude from sinistery of Liberia, and are sowing chaos in the lands. So what you're saying, arresting the eagers left and right. I can see it through the process, but it's understandable why the Inquisitor want to arrest us. Don't they? Isn't good sharing that seems to have brought some kind of taboo-like thing for the Inquisition. Taboo? Amia? No, I mean, taboo, what's that? The Inquisitor wordlessly stared at Mayors. Her eyes were filled with traces of anger and confusion, but she's afraid. She's afraid. Wait, maybe I was right. Taboo, she committed something like a taboo, and now the Inquisition, being like a ripoff of Senna, is here. Oh, it's making so much sense now. There was a fear in her face of a threat. Not a fear of not the fear of terrified, no. It's a fear of something who was suddenly confronted with something that must destroy. The Highland Inquisition told me once that should I come across an eager who knows too much, there's a silver chance that they might be an assistant of Liberia. Seest thou threaten the innocent, die drenching with firearm. Mm, I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of like sea event. It's just like sea event. But most are secluded, secluded in the lures of the sea. Thus they are, with little doubt, our foe. Got a bad feeling about this. Get out of my way outside our final warning. Run! Run. You sure about that? Yeah, but break point. Quick top take us. Quick on top take as always. Rodia slung Mayors over her shoulder and sprang past the villagers, while the sinners scattered in all directions to strike the Inquisitor. The Inquisitor draw her firearm, and in the midst of all that action, Don Quixote rushed towards the Inquisitor without a moment's hesitation. Don Quixote, come here! Thou shan't go no further. I, a fixer of justice, shan't imbibe such thou prosecute them. For sure, this battle delayed, not avoided. This clash is inevitable. At the moment of crisis, second before this could irrevocably make us a new enemy. Montreater. Oh. Oi, Castle. Large obsidian crystallization in the shape of a monster burst forward between the two of them. Stop collecting aura. God, who is this time? That's enough meaningless bickering. Dr. Calcit. Do you know her? Yeah, she's Dr. Calcit, Rolly's Island Medical Department. Ah, Dr. Calcit, behind you. Carrion? Not really up with summoning. Who summons? Who summons in city? Maybe it's actually no, it's more close to a claw. Shoot first, stop later, is it? The negotiations are over from this moment forward. Rhodes Island now operating with legal capability and Liberian territory under the Inquisition authorization. The Inquisitor fired a blast at a firearm-looking weapon, but the monster summoned by Calcit managed to deflect it. A cannonball thrown from the weapon punched clean through the wall of the building they stayed at night in, before punching through 7 other buildings behind it. That was enough to instantly freeze the sinners and the villagers on the spot that penetrated the building, though the walls may be weaker than the head's standard. But what counts as a building exterior wall to punch through so many is... What a precise point it makes. Now that's not time to be pressed. It's a violation of a taboo to have that much penetration power in the firearm. We're not in a city, don't lose your heads over this. Taboos don't apply here. It's the head, they don't care about taboo. The head knows that may be true, yet my heart finds it difficult to be still. Actually not, yeah, you might be right about this. That's enough discussion for now. It is advisable that we carefully observe the grasp situation can, instead of deliberating on a taboo, and just jurisdiction, of which it does not reach us for. Yeah, so the situation gotten slightly better, right? She's Amia's friend, so she's an ally. Besides, she got some super powerful looking prosthetic. A prosthetic. You might be right. Relish's Canto will just be filled of unbreakable coins because we're going to the top of the fingers. We just have my hair coupons, but it's unbreakable coins. If she's Amia's friend, then she's our ally. Besides, she got wait, not that. Yeah, it's not a prosthetic. Oh, is that what you think? I apologize for the disappointment, but I'm not the only one. I'm not on anyone's side. In other words, you're particularly demonic, the denoting ally might not be entirely correct. However, if I must define my allegiance, then let me inform you that the closest label would be I am an Inquisitor Irene ally, Dr. Kelson, Amia outsiders. As much as you would like to deny it, the Inquisitor's suspicion are true. While it can be said that the process of which she reached the conclusion was unfair, the conclusion itself is, without doubt, correct. So they're actually connected to the Church of the Deep. That is one way to put it. To be more precise, they aren't connected to the Church of the Deep. They are the Church of the Deep. Perhaps the village itself is dilapidated church of their congregation. Our village is a church, just of our buildings. Where would we even congregate? Your thoughts, folks? There are not many resources by which we may analyze the decision. However, the fact that I'm a colleague have made the same argument as the Inquisitor brings the accused defense into that question. Yet I can hardly believe that young mayor is lying to us. Hold on. You've been chatting plenty about the Inquisition, or whatever. How do you know we aren't allied with them the whole time? I see you really are all entirely in the dark. Expected outcome, given that all you may be from a place far beyond the dimensional door. As fortune should have it, there is no need for you to know it anyway. The truth is truth, unchanging without the acceptance of arrogant group of outsiders. Besides, soon, I'm sorry, it would seem that we read you this trouble. Say no such thing. We should not abide by such one injustice, and prepare that before our eyes. Perpetrated upon before our eyes. This village is already unidentified by the Inquisition, and the Inquisition has brought an ally. It seems quite unlikely that words shall resolve in this conflict. But we promise you will take responsibility of what's done. We have benefit far too much from your warning kindness not to do so. The village chief and their benevolent look pulls a dagger from his cloth, and I immediately knew that what Calcit was about to say. Take responsibility. You don't have to go that far. Blimey. We are not departing the sea yet. We cannot bring ourselves to leave you here. I must ask for you to join this journey before become a bloodkin. I see. I want pineapple pizza also. What are you doing? Stop. The unanticipated, or perhaps simply in denial of the rising dread, ambush did not end there. Yeah. Damn it. Because you must fight. Okay. I get stabbed, but I get stabbed like a British. Okay, that's fine with me. The villagers suddenly begin shanking the sinners with weapons they have concealed in the cloths. Yep, they're British. Teams. Wait, no, they're elves. They're elves and British. This is good. I'm gonna kill them all. They're British and elves. It seems that they were coming for me as well. Amia, to your left. Amia materialized a black ribbon like apparition, wearing a weighted dagger flying in my direction. Another villager rushed in, taking advantage of the opening. The charging villager back made a viscera crunchy noise. Someone flung them away. Didn't mean to be this late. Scotty. Let me catch you up to speed. I know the situation. This fishy smell was this fishy smell what I was investigating was I went to investigate this earlier. What about the sinners? Unlike Ami and I, who managed to survive the initial ambush, the sinners weren't doing so well. At least, we had a silver lining that the Inquisitor and Coslet quick understanding of the situation, and the subsequent retaliation led the villagers away from the sinners. How did I not notice any hostility or aggression? One odd thing to say. Why would we hold any animosity against you? Why would we intend to kill you? We are not trying to hurt you. We are simply trying to give you a form better suited for the sea. Until we are obstructed. Apologize for unfamiliarity that caused you trouble, Inquisitor. I won't make a big stink about what happened. What's truly unforgivable is that the heretics tried to take advantage of the ignorance outsider to flee from the Inquisition. Oh, come on, man. And even if you're outsiders, any lives lost in Liberian soil are my responsibility. It's my fault. I'm sorry it came to this. Wait, lives lost? We're still alive, you know. You can shake off the stab wound, like this is most unfortunate, outsider. You know what? Your friends are all going to die or turn into seaborns. The dagger stabbing them with laced with flesh, the flesh of sea terrors. Once that happens, what happens? Most die, and survivors become overwritten by their cells, becoming nothing more than another seed or what? That's not a very big deal. Everyone was acting like it was done for the but hey, I should be able to deal with this turning clock. Turning clock's not that bad. I'm concerned that I didn't know what would happen if I bring them back after they're fully transformed to seaborns. The golden bowl helped deal with whale's qualification effect. I have no idea how it would interact with seaborn transformation. I should kill them before they turn. I know this might be very hard for you, but try to bother you with this. But can you kill my friends? And preferably at least painful way, you know. Oh, sorry. Was there any? Was that the last question? Not too much to ask. Yes, yes. Can you kill my friends really quick? Can you kill them? Yeah. Wait, don't give it up already. If we bring them back to Rhodes Island, we should be able to do something to help them. No, just kill them. No, just kill them. Scotty, can you do that? She ain't listening. How should I explain this? Guys, can you? Auntie, I know what you mean, but I can't do it right now. My strength is rapidly deteriorating since the ambush. It's kind of thingy. So maybe they kind of use a paralytic cocktail. Just trust me on this one, please. Just kill them. Just kill them. Just kill them, please. I'm not giving up on them. But now, can you understand the outsider speech? Yes, they're making a pretty difficult request. They want me to kill all of their friends before transferring to Seaboard. Okay. Okay, thank you, Scotty. Thank you, Scotty. Before we knew it, Scotty already decapitated sinners, none whom resisted. Anya seemed to have taken aback from how fast Scotty jumped into action. What are you doing? Scotty? No, it's fine, it's fine. No, it's fine. Yeah, not... No, guys, it's fine. It's fine, just kill them. Don't let this spook you, this is just how we roll. Clock turns. The decapitated head keep towards the headless torso, connecting the threads of blood. The situation of that reversal, it feels though the sinners and I severed from the rest of our world, rewinding in isolation. Is this reminding us of going back in time, or are we defying the concept itself? His pain is multifold worse than the situation and the sensation of a straightforward decapitation. The pain is in the heart. As the current of Red Dead reversal sense, a deep crushing isolation. The wounds are disappearing. Resurrection, metaphylaxis, or time reversal. Puzzling. I have no knowledge of which to interpret this technology. The cause, it seems to be that a pain that is transferred to one who rewinds. They don't know it's what it's not the head. Thank God. I seem too small priced for such great power, though the discussion of which this can be categorized as power should be explored later. No, if Doctor has that, maybe he could fucking stop, you know, being a servitor. I couldn't stop shaking. All my limbs were trembling from the icy solitude. Still, I took a moment to collect myself and order sinners. Up, reception time. I don't know. I don't know just what they're thinking, but we should be able to find ourselves out once we take them down. You dare deceive the exclusive manager and try to take their life? Prepare thyself. Prepare thyself. Prepare thyself. Prepare thyself. Or shalt thou pay the price of making a mockery of justice. Yeah, we can't just let this slide, you know. How unfortunate. I had high hopes that all of you would become a fine bloodkin. I like Don Quixote just turned to Minos Prime. Prepare thyself.
사실 이런 보모구실은 제가 아니라
Anyways,
세피라들의
Heath
역할이긴
left, shoot
하죠.
them.
관리자님도 알다시피 저는 언제나
Heath left,
수십
shoot
명의
them.
몫을 해내고 있으니까요.
Okay.
불가
Yeah, full of
22순
office.
중이었다.
막아내지 못할
이 앞에 숨쉬는 자 누구 하나 살려보내지 마라.
Yeah, I think you haven't seen my IDs.
친히 목을 떨궈주마.
적에게 치명상을 입혔군요.
No, I'll be fine, maybe.
관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
No, don't mind my IDs, real quick. Don't mind that. I do. Well, my team right now is the Heishu packs.
단순해서 좋군 9번 수감자 물론 좋은
Team right now is the
성과를
Heishu
갖고
packs. So,
돌아온다면
yeah.
달고 짭짤한 걸 준비해두지.
흑수명 뒷박질 준비.
Yeah, Heishu. We have there are
숨통 끊기.
Jiakyu Honglu and the Heishu.
그 짧은 감상은 메르소의 가르침이
목을 떨궈주마.
대답 정도는 해주십시오.
That's basically my current team, but I just have
그렇게 시원하게 처리하니
the middle finger fucking
빠르게 하는 편.
middle finger balls, my thought, middle finger my thought, then full stop Heathcliff, and then Knight of Despair Rodion.
원더풀한 선택이었어 나리! 저들의 약점이 뻔히 보이는 게로군!
There you go, thank you.
모든 것에 견뎠어.
다들 기운이 넘치는군. 역시 본인이 직접 선별한 용기를 북돋는 영웅당 탑 5가 도움이 되었는가?
Okay, you have really low, what the fuck? I think you need to win this clash. Right now, you cannot win that clash. You know what, fuck that guy. No, they're not gonna add Leo Association. Leo Association is already done. Which is because Leo Association is supposed to be with Malkuth. With Malkuth. So right now we're gonna get Eugen, I think. Because it's Tiphere, then we go to Chesed. So we go to fucking Eugen. Ah shit. Probably. Eugen. I don't know, if it's like chesed abnormalities, then it will just road home. We get road home.
일기당천.
Red myth ID for Yoshu. Like full red myth. What the fuck? What the fuck? Using tentacles on my signal. Okay, why the fuck are they losing the cash? The class. Why are they losing it? The fuck?
말로 고작 이 정도 탕류에
Stop having a skill issue.
두말할 것 없이 100점 만점입니다. 아가씨.
이런
Stop
거
having the skill. Stop
단번에
having
우리
skill
다
issue,
맞췄군요.
buddy.
이 것이라면 이번 주에도 무난히 승리하실 수 있을 겁니다, 아가씨.
효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다.
Oh my, oh what the
기계는
fuck is skill
이대로의
issue?
말 따위
Is this
쉽게
fucking
하지
protect the
않아.
village? Is this protect the village all over again? I swear to God, it's protect the village all over again.
이것밖에 못하나.
It's literally protect the village. It's literally protect the village. Oh my God. Oh, 500 unbreakable coins.
이따가 버스에서 회고하자.
500 unbreakable coins. Trust. 500 unbreakable coins. Ryoshu, fuck the minions. Kill that one and then you have enough, right? Yeah, you have enough. Anyway, oops.
일기당천.
Fuck you.
한 점만 노린다.
Yep.
개체의 유효한 속성을 정확하게 간파했습니다.
Funny damage.
제 예상만큼
Funny damage.
관리자님의 능력이 우수하다는 것이 증명되는 것 같아 다행이군요.
Kill them
거쪽
and kill them.
죽어.
Come on. I need some tiger rounds.
전탄격발.
There you go. Concussion, give him concussion.
차라리
There you go, there you go. Yep, I like that. I like that.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않았군요.
Okay, it's not cool.
적합한 조치였습니다.
Just to make sure, just that.
날카롭고
Okay, motherfucker.
정확하게.
Protect the village! Protect the village! It's literally protect the village. Oh my Uma Musume.
해야 하는 정말이지. 감동적이지
Okay,
않았어.
stop that guy.
해결사 영웅과의 이런 구절이 있었지. 어디 보자.
Go, Uma Musume update. There you go.
완벽한 승리 축하드립니다, 아가씨. 이 정도의 성과라면 4대 가문의
The mission accomplished
자제들도
wasn't
인정할
showing
수밖에
up.
없을
Okay, shut up,
겁니다.
way.
좋은 수업 덕분이지. 배운 게 많았어.
God damn it, these two fucking yappers. Wait, I think they're heading to burn themselves into a dead end. They're trying to seek refuge at sea. Wait, is that not where the ship is? That's where they're heading. They're trying to board the vessel masses. Wait, but we never told them the ship was repaired. So how? Ain't it obvious? The whole village is on it. I ain't surprised that they be sending someone to spy on us. Or they know a way to get the ship floating even with the broken state. Vessel masses. Vessel rebellion led the mass. There's a ship. That ship is moored. The port in that direction. Wait, can't be. Urini, who was preoccupied with battling the rest of the followers of the church, who was fighting, quickly gave us a chase. But Fabius, the villagers, were already aboard the repaired ship and slowly departing the harbor, and and hoard the theaters between us and them. The roaring nights. Wait, Black Knight Lindamia. How can a vessel that size can become operational this fast? Exterior, the name of it, they must have constructed during the golden age of Liberia. But how are we supposed to chase that? What if we build a raft, a road toward after them? Man, come on. Sea full of sea terrors won't be very easy to get very far before it sinks. Do you see something, Amia? You could look in the direction. Oh. The vessel mast soon disappeared in the mist, and the village was left empty. With nary a sign of people, narrowly a sign of people having been there, as though this gateway has been all premeditated, leaving only mayors. Bye bye, mayors. We don't like this. You can have the child. We don't like him.
또 한 줄 길을 남겼군. 빗물진 길일 뿐이지만
That's fuck.
세월이 지나면
Freeway.
홍호는 그제야 알게 되겠지.
Damn it! Can't we just all take the ship and go after it? It's a research vessel. It can't possibly be very fast. What? I ate all of my lunacy. I ate all of my lunacy. It's a research vessel. It can't possibly be very fast. This is difficult. Even if the research vessel, I'm sure it was constructed during the golden age of Liberia. No Irish ship could keep up with it. Which is a problem because I don't have any ship that can travel at the same speed. We only have a few small vessels left, which is anchored too far from this location to be a feasible option. Do you have any resort? No, it's useless. We cannot fight that. No, unless we can identify the exact location of the vessel, which is the real problem. We can find ourselves a ship to go after them, yes. But most eyes of the Liberia and the lighthouse were lost during the profound silence. Wait, when you say most, do you mean that there's some left? Just one, as far as I know, the one in Grand Faro, but lighthouse cannot be used at this moment. There's another lighthouse you can use. Ka-ching! Really? Are you really going to give one of the villagers the benefit of the doubt? Yet, young Scotty hasn't confirmed her to be safe. Although he confirmed it to be safe. All I confirm is whether she is a seaborn or not. Can't know if she's a cultist. Tis true yet. One of our mayors was left on her own. We decided to have her accompany us at all times to keep her within Irene's eyeshot. We can't possibly blame her for what happened, given Scotty's confirmation, and she doesn't have anything to do with those sea monsters beside. They all left her behind. But Irene seemed to harbor almost a bit of suspicion. The problem with Ager is she simply cannot know too much. Where could she possibly have gained access of all that information? She can't even answer that question. But let's think about it this way: what if we ask her what we don't know? The location of the lighthouse, for example. They're ticking rapidly. Did they say anything? Don't they say that we should approach it differently and ask her what we don't know, like the location of the lighthouse? It seems like a reasonable suggestion for me, or does that Inquisitor have an alternate solution to this conundrum? No. Fine, let's hear it. I won't interrogate you about how you have access to all of these, like that even us Inquisitors don't know, at least not right now. Foro Merto, Dead Lighthouse, that's our village name. Somewhere a little away from off the coastline, there's an intact eye of Libria of the sea, though it was almost destroyed when the profound silence swept through. Off the coastline, not connected to the land. I think it used to be until it sank. Should be able to secure yourself enough wood material for the village to build a raft. Is it nearly enough for a raft to be a mean of access? The weather is not great today, but should do. It's not very far from the coast. Even you trust Aegir? I don't see why I shouldn't. I don't understand I understand that Librians must mistrust Aegir. It's quite profound, yes. Yet such sentiment is hollow for the rest of us. Inquisitor Irene, what did you feel when you saw the Rhodes Island operator? If you're talking about the I don't know what that is. Nothing in particular other than slight annoyance when she accused me of being inhumane. So you didn't harbor any hostility nor disgust. Not that you would have felt any sense of sympathy or empathy either. I thought, I have no history of feeling for or against Aegir. Such must be the same for the outsiders. What she thought about? She is conveying that in regale of mayors, our options are more objective than Irene's. Finding the vessel Fabius commandeered will be of benefit of all. Limbus company will gain the opportunity to return to the city via the dimensional door, while Rhodes Island will have a chance to study it at close proximity. In this position will gain possession of the vessel in which the technology from Libria Golden Age is contained. But you're just gonna hand that over to the Inquisition? Why should we convert what was once Liberius? While there's certainly an aspect to that vessel that draws interest, I already have a state of art masterpiece known as Mephistopheles. As long as I can be guaranteed, I see no reason to refuse. Irene eventually agreed and pulled her trust in mayors. Ron and Luck, exclusive manager, is quite fortunate that our interests aligned exactly of which that the first stranger we encountered in the strange island. Lucky is why. Imagine if we were back in the city and we've taken them like 3 or 4 distortion hunts for us to just come to this agreement. Sorry, but having to saddle you with this mayor's. Please lead us to the lighthouse. Okay, happily. So when you we said almost destroyed, like how destroyed is it? I heard that the light faded from the lighthouse a long time ago, but the shape still stands. At least it was when I saw a few moments ago. If the lighthouse is in operable state, we're going to need an expert technician to get back in working order. The technology is based on it's completely divorced from the popular application of Originum technology. So I doubt there's anyone out there who could work on it then. You wouldn't need to worry about that. Here we have an engineer and researcher who are geniuses even among the city, so we should be able to manage the most technical failures. Today's just revelation after revelation, huh? I can vouch for Limbus company skills. You can also work with a simpler task, learn a thing or two, or helping out Graham's stuff. What's up in the lighthouse and various tech stuff. Well then we should held out to the lighthouse now together. Now I'll be leaving the group for a moment. Amia will accompany you instead. What? After all that, just going to go off on your own? Yes, to join the Doctor. It's imperative for the successful execution of this mission. Of course, that hinges on Ami's and Scotty's remaining behind here to assist the recipe. Thus, I will leave it. The recipe to take the Eye of Liberia and Lighthouse back. What do you mean take back the lighthouse? Is there someone or something out there that's taken the lighthouse over called the Eyes of Liberia? Well, at least a position. Yeah, what did the manager's company says? Manager of Connibus Comment says. I'm asking if the lighthouse has been taken over by something. Not a bad institution. Yes, there's a likelihood that the structure that has been overrun by sea terrors. I don't know what about overrun. I've encountered them a few times, but we approach it too closely. Normally, it's hardly enough personnel to attempt a raid on the lighthouse, but answer me this, are there any limitations up to their revival? There is no restriction as long as Dante and the manager survive. However, do note the battle efficiency deprecates and prolonged battle due to mounting mental stress on the manager. No need to change plan then. Amia used this communicator to alert me. As soon as you are able to identify the coordinates of the vessel from Lighthouse. If luck would have it, we should be able to reduce the time it takes to complete the retrieval mission. Okay, as long as you're not taking everyone with you, it's just her who's leaving, then go ahead. I think should be fine too. Then let us commence mission vessel mass retrieval. Righto, step 1 is a plan for a raft, right? Let's go on it. It's done, let's go. Oh, thank you, Scotty. Why are you looking at us like that? Is there something bothering you? Must you ask? Just look how proactive and quick she's jumped to action. Certainly lives up to image of an employee working to a large corporation. Thanks all this for that charitable review, I guess. Thanks to Scotty, who already finished the first step of the plan, we were able to move on to step 2 immediately. Right? This would be very fun enough.
뜀박질 시간.
Oh. Oh hey, the qualification. After a while, carefully sailing in Scotty's raft along the coastal cliff, a gargantuan shrouded lighthouse emerged from the thick mist. Eyes of Liberia. Even if it's duplicated to the state, touches the once monumental are sensitive or apparently the exterior construction of the lighthouse. Even some call the lighthouse as guardians of Liberia. In details, the grand near of this area was built on some sort of during its golden age. Yeah. You know everything, don't you? As I said, but now these lighthouses are nothing but graveyards of countless inquisitor and soldier of the penal battalion. No one who would attempt to retrieve a lighthouse have ever survived the expedition. Can you please not say scary stuff like that, Miss Irene? We're not literally walking into one. Don't you ever quit chirping? What are you, a fellow beast? Stop yapping in my ear. Why is this one such a coward unlike the rest of you outsiders? I'm not a coward. I'm just voicing my... You say something pretty concerning stuff. How long do you think the repairs will take? Exterior is rather heavily damaged, however. From that is visible up from the outside. Its interior is quite intact. With Miss Malfoy's expertise, it should not take very long. Isao suggests with a smile, but Faust maintained her silence and an entire journey to the lighthouse. Then said something pretty concerning in response. Of course, with my wit remains unmarried. I'm married. Even such uncertainties. If currents are still pretty wild. Someone's going to have to stay behind to keep the eye on the raft. You can't leave it here unattended, but I don't know if you can carry it either. I'll stay here and protect the ship. You sure you can handle this alone? I know you're strong, but maybe one or two more people should stay behind just in case. No, I don't need them. Sea turrets will swarm the isle if I go with you anyways. Island. So this has nothing to do with you. So she's trying to say that she's not worried about you not having enough people to take on in the lighthouse, but she can handle the area alone, which is why she's okay with staying behind alone. Huh, thanks for explaining. Some people can't help but hop through an extra hoop, I guess. Well then, let's trust her. We'll be back, Scotty. Lucky we didn't run into sea terrorists on our way to the lighthouse gates. Problem was the gate was bound shut by a strange blue issue. Reminds me what? Yeah, it's palification. I don't know. I don't think I can do anything to force it open myself. So guys, can you pry it open the sword? Oh, I move over. I'll pull it from the right side. You grab the left, and we all pull at once. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Huh? Something's off here. What are you doing? The door is firmly secured in place. The flesh tissue regenerates almost as soon as formed. Perhaps we need to tap into a wilder form art to its opened. Well, what now? The strange flesh tissue growing in the gate's sea terror grasped through the lamp, but grown too much to affect. It's grown too much to affect by any meaningful capacity. Thought he might be able to lift up and throw with her incredible strength, but should I go fetch her? But I think she's fighting off Peter as something on the sinking raft. So on our own. Maybe we can identify the card. There's an identity card or ego we can use to get through this. Which one? Huh? Yes, I was pondering a familiar question, a faint black glow comes to view, then devouring my sight. It's no institution or inspiration, it's different from the sudden flashes of realization. And it's not a star of that day. It's not the star of that day. Think from there at time. It's not a horrible door that I see every time when you turn it off either. A form of black space in which I am not permitted to see, a faint noise whisper. That's true. And though that opening I see a light. I reach out to the opening and see. Cuddy born from a very, very warm gaze. Cuddy? Is this the Indigo Elder? Come on, Indigo Elder. Powerful imagery crashes into me, into the waves. Cuddy, the staggering dancer wielded the blade. Cuddy who flaunts her flowing locks. Scotty and Stinger, humming a low voice. Beyond the fringes of cognition, Scotty existence was a very engraved. The sinner can wrestle and control this oceanic tidal power is Dante, right? I'm good. I don't think we'll need to send for Scotty. What's that? Hey, Ishmael, I never used this ego before, but I need you to trust me and accept it. I was an ego. Well, it's not like we ever get to have a practice one with these egos, whatever. Those egos, whatever it is, seems to be our manager found a solution. Oh. Revolution is short-lived. She laughed at her carefree laughter and was stepping forward, boldly twirling her mace around once. And then what could happen? Get corroded? Up. Up. We just get this.
당신에게 파도는 반드시 밀려올 테니.
Crack and lighthouse are growing. I think she's toward the door instead of opening it. Sorry, I didn't think it would be this strong. What doors open? What are you waiting for? No, I mean, what's that? What part were you? What part? What, the part where I was suddenly changed into different outfits and different personality? Yes, that is most fascinating. That an ego could be drawn here in in Leo of the mirror or Leo of Mephistopheles. I think connected to Amia's subconscious mind. There was this strange, unfamiliar light, and I saw Amia's emotion attached to her memories and experience, so I could reach out to them. The subconscious mind? I just had this feeling that it would work. Saw it. I was peering in without asking first. But I didn't see anything other than about Scotty. All I need was memories and emotion that could be used to understand the being that is Scotty. It's okay. I have an experience of gaining power from other memories and emotions to overcome difficult circuits. Maybe that's how you were able to draw something from me as well, Dante. It's most appropriate. That is the most appropriate assumption, especially in a situation in which delving into principles is impossible. So that's called an ego. Barely, of course. Limbus Company's ego quite distinguished from the other kinds of ego, which are bloom from within oneself. That's enough. No further information is to be diligent to outsiders. Yet it mattered not whether young mayors and young Amia learned from this. I agree with that fool. This time, the Inquisitor used an artillery projectile that penetrate the outer wall several times. In fact, of a building. And the head did not pursue her, following that breach taboo was clearly not in the city. Ain't it better just let her talk her out than to hear her moan and whine about not being able to say anything? I am convinced. Do as you will then. Paul's reply sounded almost sulking, but Don Quixote immediately began to expand upon egos and to Irene and Mayors anyways. But everyone was too busy to pay attention to her, as the wet, sizzling noise from distance had put everyone on edge. Can we do that later? We got some cleaning up to do. So there was more theaters past the door. I think any theaters from the sea are all converging around Scotty, which mean our roadblock, our sea terrace, still lingering around sea lighthouse. Let's go take the lighthouse back.
어떤 시간과 공간에 계시는 관리자님이 들을진 몰라도 그때를 위해서 미리 응원을 녹음해야 한다는 거군요. 아, 이런. 이것도 녹음되고 있는지는 미처 몰랐네요.
I need to get the flame breaker no matter what. Not pretty low HP.
넌 구름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
볼일이 방금 무엇인 것인가? 엄청나게 강한
지키기 위해서 너도 누군가에겐 아껴줬겠지만
단번에 우위를 점하셨군요. 이 기세라면 이번 대련도 무난히 승리하실 수 있을 겁니다, 아가씨.
전투 감각 하나만큼은
Nah, everyone's talking.
이제 그 도통 알아들을 수 없는 말투만 고치면 따라주고 있어. 사부감자.
Come on. Oh wait, what the fuck? Ow, ow. What the fuck is that? It looks like it's from Hollow Knight.
방금 전에 위대한 일격을
He looks
기록하는
from Hollow
중간에
Knight.
이따가 버스에서 회고해야 하지 않겠는가?
얻어볼 테니까.
시비수에게 명한다. 이 앞에 숨쉬는 자 누구 하나 살려보내지 마라.
And done. Hello, full stop hit.
훌륭하군요. 적에게 치명상을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다
Yep.
대단한
Yep.
능력을 갖추고 있다고 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 옳은
The
말을
fuck is
한답니다.
My strength and nervousness.
그래, 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니
뭐든
그런 맛이 나는군. 일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편이
Fix that.
덜 답답한
That balloon
법이지.
failure and they fix damage equal to 20%. Oh. I'll be fine. These little shits are annoying. Kill them.
날카롭고 정확하게
Come on.
틈끊어 바로
There you go.
그간의 전투 경험이
That's my fault.
쓸모가 없진 않았군요. 딴테
Sniper.
적합한 조치였습니다.
And that did. Oh my god. Bro.
목을
He was aim
떨궈주마.
for the head.
고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나. 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
Okay, good.
마음 놓고 열어젖히고.
Okay, that's a concussion.
개체에게 일격을 가하는데
And
성공했습니다.
time to rip and tear until it's done.
샴페인을 가져오기엔 너무 이른 타이밍이긴 하겠지만 이 전투가 성공적으로 끝나면 모두의 희생을 기리며
Straight up.
축배를 드는 것도
Rip like that.
나쁘지 않겠죠.
Oh, no, man, not use that yet.
일기당천.
숨통 끊기.
Okay,
효율적인
Now that's
대처로
some damage.
개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로
answer me.
기계는 입에 발린 말 따위
말로
쉽게
고작
하지
이
않아요.
정도 탕류의 허덕이나.
나라도 그렇게 됐어.
도련해.
물 넘고
More
길을 열어라. 넌
and
틔울 수도
more.
없겠구나.
More. That's another line breaker.
물 넘고 방금의 움직임 두말할 것 없이 100점 만점입니다, 아가씨.
지지게
이런 것 쯤이야. 눈 감고도
Come on, my son. There you go.
확실히
And got it.
오번 수감자 덕분에 위험한 순간도 넘어간 적이
And
많지.
kill.
개체에게 일격을
Neil and Pyro
가하는데
wrote them.
성공했습니다. 샴페인을 가져오기엔 너무 이른
More.
타이밍이긴 하겠지만 이 전투가 성공적으로
More.
끝나면
More.
모두의 희생을 기리며 축배를 드는 것도
Up, kill
나쁘지
that guy.
않겠죠.
일기당천.
Kill. I know what that random paint is. Yep.
가치 없고 죽어라.
And then.
한 점만 노린다. 깔끔한
And that's
헤드샷.
damage.
머리통에 적절났다고.
And that's 5 line breaker.
마음 놓고 열어젖히고.
There you go.
아무것도 남지 마라.
What's the
약점을
words, please?
찔렀어.
그 짧은 감상
Okay, now what?
메르소의 가르침이군요.
음.
대답 정도는 해주십시오.
Kill that and kill that. Kill that.
일기당천.
훌륭하군요. 이제 깨우치시길.
I love Rapture.
숨통 끊기.
And that's what there's also.
개체의 유효한 속성을
목을 떨고
정확하게
싶은 넌
간파했습니다.
That
꿈을
one's
틔울
good.
수도
제
없겠다.
예상만큼 관리자님의 능력이 우수하다는 것이 증명된 것.
마음 놓고
다행이다.
열어졌지. 바람 불어오는 대로.
How long we want it?
깔끔한 헤드샷. 머리통이 잘났다고.
지킬 게 많거든.
개체에게 일격을 가하는데 성공했습니다. 샴페인을
might as well.
가져오기엔 너무 이른 타이밍이긴
Let's see
하겠지만
which one. Which
이
one
전투가
deals some
성공적으로
more
끝나면
damage?
모두의 희생을 기리며 축배를 드는 것도 나쁘지 않겠죠.
Aw, man. Which one deals more damage? Just
일기당천.
stop it off and then just do that. Spell bullet.
이제 깨우치시길.
Or never mind. You just spell bullet that one.
위장에 묵직히 얹힌 총신을 느끼리라. 흉악한
Oh, why he could.
저들을 관통하리라.
완벽한 승리 축하드립니다,
Why the
아가씨.
fuck did he say
이
this?
정도의 성과라면 4대 가문의 자제들도 인정할 수밖에 없을 겁니다.
좋은 수업 덕분이지. 배운 게 많았어.
These two yappers.
좋아. 생동감이 살아있는 좋은 공간이 됐고
Not that bad.
다음 먹잇감도 이런 식이었으면 좋겠어.
Why is the ship again? Okay, I think I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this for now here. And I continue it next time. Just turn back and then use activation.
잘 됐네. 이제
이번에도 여기서 막혔나?
On we do it like this. There's one card that needs level up. Forgot which one that is. Which one do I need to level up again? Not that. We have one. Oh, was supposed to be Sinclair. There you go. Now, fucking that Sinclair is now max level. I'm collecting all of my issue packs. Almost here, the Tidology. Alright, that'll be all for now. So, I'll continue this next time. Bye bye.